Nnamdi Kanu gets new judge on terrorism charges. Welcome to CNOC Media. Please subscribe, like, and share. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice John Shoho, has reassigned the case of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to another judge. This was disclosed by Kanu's lead counsel, Aloy Ejimako, in a statement on Saturday in Abuja. Kanu had requested the recusal of Justice Binta Yanko, the judge presiding over the 7-count terrorism charge brought against him by the federal government. While Justice Yanko recused herself from the trial and transferred the case file back to the chief judge for reassignment, the case file was, however, reassigned to her again. Kanu opposed the reassignment of his case to Nyako, insisting a new judge must hear his case. On February 20, Kanu, through his legal team, wrote to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, seeking her intervention in the matter. Ejimakon noted in the statement that on Friday, March 7, the legal team received 2 separate letters regarding Kanu's case. The statement read, "We received 2 separate official letters regarding his case. The letters are momentous and somewhat pyrrhic. One letter was from the Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria, responding to a recent letter we had written to her, seeking a prompt administrative intervention as the administrative head of the Nigerian judiciary on the matter of a proper and unlawful reassignment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, following the recusal of the judge that was conducting it." The other letter was from the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, informing us that the case has been reassigned to another judge of the Federal High Court. You may want to ask the question, why has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu become an enigma in today's Nigeria? Nnamdi Kanu was relatively unknown until 2009 when he started Radio Biafra, a station that called for an independent state of Biafra for the Igbo people in the southeastern parts of the country. In 2014, he founded IPOB and was arrested the following year. Charged with treason, Kanu was incarcerated for over a year despite court orders that ruled for his release. At the time, many IPOB supporters were of the belief that the government had given Biafrans a perfect excuse to increase the agitation for freedom. Since then, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have done just that. Until recently, IPOB had been mostly on the receiving end of violence perpetrated by Nigerian security forces. However, following the establishment of the Eastern Security Network (ESN), IPOB's armed wing late last year, attacks against Nigerian security personnel by members of IPOB have increased rapidly. Following ESN's launch, the Southeast saw a 59% increase in attacks and a 34.4% increase in deaths from January to April. Gunmen carried out more than 20 attacks on security personnel in the Southeast, leading to dozens of security personnel being killed. This includes an attack on a correctional facility that freed nearly 2,000 inmates. The government, for its part, continues to respond to the attacks in its usual way, fighting fire with fire and painting everyone in the Southeast, whether supporters of IPOB or not, with the same brush. This penchant to try to outgun every problem was also at the root of Boko Haram's transformation The government's violent clampdown on a relatively harmless Islamic sect led to its radicalization, sparking an insurgency that is now in its second decade. The government's rhetoric further reinforces its reliance on violence and intimidation to respond to perceived threats. This was most notably on display when Buhari, President Buhari was in power. This IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu debacle has been on for quite a while now, and the Nigerian state has intentionally kept him behind bars. Are they afraid that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, that there will be problem? Are they afraid that it will become more dangerous? Are they afraid that it will make the country ungovernable? Or the ploy to keep him against all judicial stunts being made? Is it to silence and stifle him? What do you think about this?